wife Mona, Brigadier General Scannon, Colonel Dixon. That's all. Oh, wow. Is it on? Thank you. Okay. I would like to thank everyone that's here. Colonel Wren, Lieutenant Kangerfricks and wife Sandy, my family, and my extended Friday night happy hour family from Carolina Seasons. We always had a lot of fun. Thanks to my husband of 47 years, who has endured my happiness, my sadness, my disappointments, my grouchiness, and he is my confidant, for honoring me on this special day. Thank you, everyone. Miss Joyner, Sergeant Griffin, and Senior Master Sergeant Bennett, thank you. Thanks to Captain Kelly for singing the national anthem. It was sung beautifully, very beautifully. A special heartfelt thanks to Mrs. Carrier. She did a wonderful job for making sure this ceremony would go according to plan. And a special thanks to Sergeant Bennett. To Lieutenant Colonel, I can't pronounce your name, sir, Mako? Mako? And the junior ROTC cadets from Western Arnett High School, your performance was great. And you represented your school and junior ROTC with pride. Thank you so much. My granddaughter was one of the flag floaters. To the folks in FSS, you made my day brighter. Communications Squadron, you were always on the money when it came to time cards. LRS, 53 apps, and security forces, thanks for being great individuals. Civilian personnel folks, thanks for the bright smiles and good mornings. Hugs to all of you. You know, I can't believe my family is here. John and Bridget, Darius and Renee, granddaughter Hope, Daniela and Damien Rosario, grandson Dorian and granddaughter Destiny, Danny and Betty Slagle, who are my adopted brother and sister, and Mario Udello and Marie Pagan all came a long way to visit me. 5 of my grandchildren could not make it. I want you to know this is the first time my family has been together since my son, their brother, was killed. This time is supposed to be a happy occasion, and the Gallegos will be having a powwow tonight. My dearest husband, Mia Vida, I love you dearly. Thanks for standing by me all these years. I want everyone to know that my whole family over here, all the adults, we've got over 100 years of service between us. My oldest boy is a Gulf vet from Somalia. My daughter was in, and my son-in-law, he's been in, and he is a Afghan war hero. So we've all had our times together, our crying together, our happiness together. Like Colonel Dixon said, I do have 5 services here today. And my adopted sister and brother are our friends from 47 years ago. We were in the Marine Corps together. Or I wasn't, but my husband was. We had fun. We had fun before we got married, all of us. Well, you would too. My clerical experience started with a manual typewriter. I graduated to an electric typewriter, then to a word processor, then to computers. I started with systems such as Lanier, Wang, Enable, WordStar, and now Microsoft. How many of you have used all those systems? I'm just old as dirt. My first civil service job was with the 32nd Air Defense Command, and I worked with Hawk missiles. I didn't know what Hawk missiles was. So one day I came in and they says, the missile was dropped. I said, what? What do you mean dropped? And later I found out that the Hawk was dropped off the launch pad. They didn't put it up right. But it's a good thing they don't make those missiles anymore, if they can be dropped like that. You know, it might have exploded. And then old Germany would have been gone. One time, when I was working in Colorado Springs, I had a contracting job with Grumman Aerospace. You know Grumman. And Power Technology. But Grumman, well, there was a mistake made. An alarm went off at NORAD. And all the jets around the United States went scrambling. Just because of one little mistake. That's not classified. We all knew the jets went around the world. It was on the news. When I was in Italy, Gerald Dozier was kidnapped. I don't know if anybody of you remember that. And where I worked, and the base we were at, or the post we were at, was very lot of activity looking for that man. Our people found that man, not the Carbonary. Okay, and we got to visit a lot of nice places in Italy, like Venice, Naples. We went to the beach, and a nude beach. I didn't mean to say nude beach. It was there. My sons can attest to that. They were teenagers.
Right next to the American beach, remember, Mom?
Yeah, I remember. While working in the 80s, the Abrams building that belonged to the Army in Frankfurt, Germany, it was bombed, blowed up, misused, and also Rhein-Main had a bomb. Rhein-Main Air Force Base. It's a good thing I lived on a mountaintop. I wouldn't have been there. My job at JF Kennedy Warfare Center was temporary. That's when we came back to from the States. But I worked in plans, actually the vault, where I managed and typed classified material. Of course, I don't remember anything I typed. I'm not supposed to remember anything. I have worked at folks since 1989. I've met many wonderful and not so many wonderful people. I really enjoyed working for the 43rd Medical Group, and those medical terms gave me, whoops, can't say it. I never did master them. I still can't pronounce them. I probably can't spell them anymore. Just ask Colonel Dixon, she'll tell you. She was my boss.
Not really.
Then an opportunity came along for me, and the quality director was transferred to Japan. Oh, and I was promoted to be a credentials coordinator. But I was billed as a credentials manager on my door. So I'm the manager, because it said so. My core document said coordinator, but I was a manager. That was really challenging, because everything was done manual when I first started, until they did a system that came in called CCQuas, automation. And we had to put all those folders in that system. Scan it. And I had a lot of docs, a lot of nurses. And I did learn a lot. I used to go TDY on those quality and credentials conferences. And I went to every class. I wanted to know everything that I could. But I had fun too. In 2007, the first people that I met from the 440th was Colonel Fisher and Chief Chesley from the medical squadron. 2007. For 3 years, I interfaced with them, coming in on Saturdays to meet with the docs, dentists, and other medical personnel so they could be credentialed. It was just part-time people, once a month. So I had to come in, and I worked with them. And they were great people. Sheila, can I do this? Did I do this right? The docs were wonderful. We still got some of them still here. In fact, my personal position now is at the 95th. Okay? I don't know. So when I started working for the 440th, I had to learn new rules, AFRC rules, new websites, arrows, DCEPs, and a new supervisor. And I was used to working in an office by myself, with the doors closed, and I talk to myself. And sometimes I'd blanky blank my computer.
That's true.
I wasn't used to having individuals within hearing distance. Sometimes I would forget myself and say, which I thought was under my breath, a bad word or two.
I don't believe it.
Whoops, I didn't mean to tell you that. I'm so sorry I did that. Everyone in the 440th has been nice to me. And Major King was especially nice because I met her over the phone in 2007 because she was the exec office in the wing. And she's still a nice person. She hadn't changed one bit, except she made major. She was captain then. And most individuals are beyond compare. When Colonel Wren arrived, the MSG morale was boosted. He brought a fresh breath air to MSG. So you guys enjoy him. I'm not going to get to. I've served 3.5 years with the 440th, and I can't believe I'm retiring. Gosh, I don't know how many times I was asked, when are you going to retire, Sheila? With a big explanation point, too. Well, time keeps ticking, and we all get older by the day. Well, MSG, I'm retiring now, and I will miss working with you all. Of course, my official retirement is 31 December, and I will be on leave for the next 3 weeks.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I would like to take a few minutes to give some flowers. And I want you to know this morning I had a bag full of little things that I wanted to give out, and I walked out and left it on my kitchen table. And nobody would go back and get it for me. That's not true. Please stand up when your name is called so the flowers can be presented to you. Miss Joyner, Captain Kelly, Miss Calle, Sergeant Morgan, thank you, Sergeant Morgan, for your assistance with helping Colonel Wren. I appreciate it. And lastly, I have a little memo for you. This on my kitchen.
Mine's in my room.
I got it on my table.
Mine's in my room.
Okay. She's going to get it later.
You
So
are.
I can talk to her like that. She's my friend. I respect her, though. I respect officers, believe me. I was told one time I didn't respect officers, but I do, don't I? Okay. I have somebody in the unit gave me a grandma doll, and it was a Senior Airman Sullivan. And she gave it to me because she said it looked just like me. And the doll says, "Don't you wish you had a hot grandma like me?" Okay, God bless you all, and a great big thank you. Hugs and kisses to everyone. Thank you.